Hi friend, how are you? I'm Betstream and today is day 2 of my effort challenge, and today is do it anyway. And today's affirmation comes from a little list. I read this last year and I said I was going to do something with it. I'm still going to do something with it, working on it slowly at my own pace. This is also part of the challenge, is accepting my own pace, and that's really helpful because I don't really have a lot of time and I really don't have a space anymore. Back in Aruba, I used to do my videos in my car. Remember, I would slip into my car because I really prefer to talk when there's some kind of silence. And right now you can hear the ventilator that's in here, the vent for the bathroom, and you hear the echoes. I bet I'm trying really hard to just go like, fuck it, whatever. I'm just gonna do it anyway. And the main reason why I want to do that is because I've been holding back a lot over the years just because it's not perfect or not completely done. I'm not quite sure what to call it, that whatever it is that I'm doing. And in the end, I just get stuck in analysis paralysis, and I think about a lot of different things and I go into my analytical mind, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help me, it doesn't help anybody else. So if that's you, if that's where you've been at, I encourage you to just go out and try things. So today's I'm gonna pick one every day. The first day I picked I am. Today I am picking a release what no longer serves me, what no longer serves my world, and what no longer serves love. I release what no longer serves me, my world, and love. And that one in my list is number 4. Of course, it would have been better if I picked number 2, but whatever. I'm not going to go in order. Screw it. But yeah, releasing things. I think that's kind of important this week. I don't know if you saw my recent post from Ra Uruha. He is the designer of Human Design. It's a system that uses your natal chart to really give you understanding of what your DNA is and what you're like. And I found out by using it that I'm a generator type and I have a lot of energy, which I can actually squander on other people's desires and other people's goals and other people's dreams, because I tend to respond to requests and problems and so on and so on. They gave me a lot of insight because I understood why I get such a high of energy when someone hands me a problem and asks me to fix it. Especially people who have a closed aura. So I have an open aura, and that is very welcoming, very helpful, and very open. And at the same time, it's easy to take my energy from me. I found that out in a more, for me it was a more, it was a clear way of seeing what I'm like, and that helped me a lot. So I encourage you to check it out, Human Design. The Jovian, I don't know, I'll put the link somewhere in the description. So I know I'm talking to myself right now because there's nobody watching. You'll watch this, you'll catch it on the replay. Put in the comments if you're catching the replay. What you're gonna watch me do today is whatever, I'm gonna do my makeup. And I'm not gonna do my makeup very specially today because I don't have all my stuff. I did order like stuff I really want to use from now on, because it's been years since I was really myself. And what I mean with that is, actually I was raised in a cult, and when I got ousted from the cult at 19, I got kicked out. I was still living at home, and my situation was that I was at the dinner table with my family, but no one would talk to me. And then I was asked, could you eat separately because we're not supposed to associate with you. Yes, 19. That was my mom and my siblings that I lived with and grew up with. This was a huge shock to me. And so I went into something that I called mourning. I stopped wearing colors. I stopped putting makeup on in colors. I just wore black. Like everything was black. My shoes, my dress, my everything. And I remember one time one of my relatives said despondently, "Oh, she's doing that emo, gothic, sad, depressed, suicidal girl thing." Yes, I was absolutely shattered emotionally from being isolated like that. Being told on Saturday, you have to stay home and we're going to go to the beach, we're going to do fun things, we're going to do family gatherings, but because the brothers, the friends are going to be there from the organization and from the cult, you can't come. And so months passed and I eventually broke out of that in the sense of I look for friends. I'm not gonna let something kill me, if you know what I mean. So even though it took a lot of energy and emotional, it hurt me a lot, I just didn't let it kick me down the way that other people did. But it did change me, it did affect me. And one of the effects was I started wearing black. Like almost everything at one was black. I still struggled for the longest time to just put in more color into my wardrobe, and it's not because I'm gothic or whatever, rock or metal, and I hate colors. I absolutely love colors. I'm very colorful. All my books are colorful. I love to paint. I used to do my hair all kinds of colors for a time to, break that black in, but after a while, I don't like upkeep. I like to keep it simple. So I decided not to color my hair anymore. I mean, I had that streak, but I don't even know where it is. I mean, it's hiding somewhere. And I'm letting my hair grow out, so if I put my hair up, I look totally crazy. When I was in high school, I had this haircut, like totally short like that, so that brings me back. But anyways, I'm going to do my makeup and I'm going to do a very simple thing. Mostly because I want to encourage you to just do something for yourself that brings you into the world as you feel best, comfortable as yourself. I used to say makeup, yeah, for image and presentation and professionalism. I mean, fuck that. I'm not doing that anymore. I used to do that also. That was easier for me to have a purpose, and I got a lot of judgment back in the day for my clothes. I mean, the church I was in, the cult I was in, the group, the leaders told me we just don't see you repentant or sorry enough. You're too colorful. You're too happy, you're too bright. Those things were spoken over me, and they stuck around. And I've given, 16 years of my life to that shit, and I'm not doing it anymore. So that's what I'm letting go for the new year 2021, which is on the 21st of this year. So this challenge coincides with that, filtering of things. I'm just reading about it, and I'm telling you something. Astrology, the reading of stars and the alignment of stars, and we are on a cycle that flows on the moon and the stars and so on. And regardless of whether you believe in it or not, what they served us in pop culture, like those little things in magazines, is rubbish. It doesn't talk about who you are. It doesn't talk about how you work in the world. It doesn't talk about your energy. It doesn't talk about your choices. It doesn't talk about anything, because most people are just reading it to tickle their ears. And that's the timeline that we're in. I'm tickling your, everybody wants to hear something good about themselves, like, oh yeah, I'm super hot, I'm so cool, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not into that. I've never been into that, but I always liked astrology to some degree. Now that I've gotten to get some more insight into it, I find it very, very, very enlightening. Ooh. I thought, oh, it's not. I thought I had a crack in my ortroceras. This is a very ancient rock. It's not a mineral. It's actually a fossil of a creature. It's supposed to help you with your goals, your business, your professional career shifts. I started wearing it as it started to clarify for me. Like, I talk to people about healing. I talk to people about personal understanding, being yourself. And I'm going to just be myself more and more. So let's start. I should probably wash my face. And I don't know what you would like to use, but I have this self-foaming bottle thingy. I really like the smell. It has essential oils, which are pure. I don't like fragrances. My skin does not get along with them. So I'm just going to quickly do the foam. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I prefer hot water, but it's not gonna come out, so gotta deal with it. So why is my first video about makeup? Oh, makes sense. I used to be a makeup fanatic. Used to be, I still am. I also, in the process, learned to love my bare skin. So I try to use a method that doesn't cover thickly. Oh, and I'm not gonna contour today. Ventilator is off. So I got a new foundation powder, and I use a mineral brand, not the common brands out there. This is actually C2Seal Premium, and yeah, they have a new brand new marketing name, but so it's Savvy Minerals, and I really love it. I do hear a baby, and I'm down to, I got 10 minutes to go before I have to go. I promised the kids, so my kids are my CFOs, CEOs, whatever you want to call that, and I deal with them like, okay, I'm gonna do this much time, take care of the baby for a bit, and I'll be right back. So I put some in there. I'm just gonna do foundation and a little bit of eye. Okay, so I've got the powder prepared, and I use this oil to moisturize my face. Should probably use the cream too, but I'm just gonna use oil today. This is Mira oil, and it's a multi-purpose oil. It has this really delicious smelling essential oil that's kind of kinky, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it encourages the libido. But yeah, here in Holland, in the dry air at home with the heating and stuff, I happen to need a lot more lubrication. I mean, moisturizing for my skin. So I don't, how do you call it? I don't use the powder just on the face. But when I was in Aruba, I used a mineral stuff on my face without anything, because then my face was very greasy for some reason. But okay, so I'm gonna just do the T-zone, which is where a lot of the light gathers, and I'm gonna go for a smooth finish. Ooh, this is the right color for me. Blends in perfectly. I'm not doing any highlights today or anything like that, like I normally do. I'm just going for a clean look, like put together, like, hey, I prepared and put an effort into today. Well, I always put an effort into today. But yeah, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna use today, because my colorful palettes aren't here yet, and I bought mineral palettes somewhere else, because Young Living, where is my favorite online store, I like to buy all my health products there, and all the different things that I use for essential oils and supplements for the kids, and for my husband to massage them for pain, and to do emotional release, and to manage my hormones. I use all kinds of different things from essential oils, which are pure, or C2Seal Premium, but they're very natural, so I prefer those brands, given that they give me a good punch. Like, they really pack a punch. Like, they're not diluted or watered down, and I don't like watered down stuff, because I like to make my own things. And so if I'm gonna use peppermint, I don't want it watered down, because then whatever I make for myself or my family is gonna be watery. So what's the point? It's a waste of money. So yeah, I'm just doing the foundation really lightly. If I were doing contour, I would be using a few more colors, but today I'm just using very simple. It's like a evening out, just slightly evening out. Yeah, I didn't bring my whole makeup case. That's why I'm doing it the way it is, because I also have just a few minutes more left. Okay, so that was it for foundation, and this is warm number 2, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh. It's not even on the box right now. What color is this? Well, I know I ordered warm number one, which is more of a yellowy tint for more indigenous people, such as myself, which we have more indigenous roots. We have more melatonin, and we have dark spots easily on our skin, but we're pretty light. I'm pretty light. That passes white, so they say. Okay, and then I am gonna take, because I want to have fun today, I am going to use my Craze palette, which is for belly painting and body painting. But it's all the same, and I am going to use, oh yeah, this is going to be fun. I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to put some water on it to activate it. Okay. And I was going to use blue, but now that we're here, I'm going to use my favorite color of all time. Okay, I'm going to use the mirror and not the phone to see how bright. So sad that you really can't see how vibrant this color is on the on this camera because of the lighting in here, and I'm not gonna bother with that. I'll just put a selfie after and you can check it out. But yeah, so hot pink has always been my favorite. Always, always, always. And then on this side, I figured I have these. I could use them for makeup, and who cares? I mean, other people might be all perfect and proud about all these brands. I'm a belly painter. I'm a body artist. I've done this for years, since my daughter was born. That's 2009. And I had lots of fun with it. And then I just had the stuff lying around. And, well, why not? Why not? Why not? It's 2021. Screw all the rules that people invented and made up to control what we use and what we do with our eyes. Okay, so let me wash that off. It's pretty thick. It's paint. It's body paint. And then, interesting. What am I gonna use to do the crease? I think purple. So yeah, purple. Oh yeah. That's gonna be fun. Oh, it's not gonna be, it just is. Okay, so this same brush, but a little less. Oh, it is pretty wet. Okay. Now I just wanna do, let me see, where is it covered? Where did I load the brush? Load the brush is what you call it. When you, let me look in the, but there we are. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting because I've never actually done makeup with so much water-based, which means it's pretty solid in place, which means hay que difuminar, chama. That is Spanish for you gotta blend. And because it's creamy, I could just do it with my fingers. Very, very creamy. It's avocado based, if I'm not mistaken, so it's pretty cool. And yes, I'm making a bit of a mess now that I look at it. Especially because I'm not looking in the mirror for some reason. Well, not for some reason. I know why I'm doing that. Okay, we have 4 minutes to go. Yeah, I promised the kids that wouldn't take that long, which is hard, I know. Okay, so it's like that. I wonder if I can do this without water. Well, this was an experiment, of course, for today. Let me see, even it out just a little. It's like, what? That looks funny. And then with black. Oopsie. Yeah. Okay, so you got a little bit here. So the experiment was, can we do this as makeup? And I think the answer is no. You see? Blend, 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 blend. Too dark, too high. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I just gotta say something. Well, next time, Beth, don't forget your stuff downstairs. It's a lesson. But you got, let me see. It's hard to see from there, but here, I do like it. Maybe it needs to be darker pink, but for simplicity's sake, I'm not doing that. Because I said I was gonna be done real quick, and it's starting to get long. So yeah, I was sharing with those who came on earlier that 2021, I'm introducing a lot more color into my wardrobe and my makeup, because I've been wearing mostly natural colors now for like, I don't know, I think 10 years. Yeah. The last time I had this really electric blue color on, my son was 2. And it was a concert I went with Diego, and you know, that's a shame. I don't have to be so muted. And I told the story of how I ended up being so muted to begin with. Story of a cult and a kid who got kicked out. You don't want to be that kind of kid because you lose your family contact and it gets very traumatizing. Today, this last couple of weeks, I had some really interesting healing conversations with people who are healers, who are on the journey and on the path, and who shared with me that for your own healing, you need peace in the roots. You're supposed to break away from whoever you're delivered to into this realm and move on your own. That's supposed to happen. What's not supposed to happen is for you to have a lot of conflict on you from that group. I mean, you know, conflict that hurts and conflict that turns into nasty wounds that make you feel unworthy or not enough. Those kind of things is what he was talking about. And it really resonated with me to focus healing the roots. And healing the roots could mean a lot of things. In my case, is releasing that resentment. I'm very resentful. I'm a very resentful person. I will resent you for a long time. I won't show it. Ha ha ha. That's the thing. I wouldn't show it. I'd act like, oh, me? Resentment? No. But really, and that's something I learned this last year. The extent to which I resent some people is unbelievably deep. And because of it, it was hindering me. Because Well, how do you start new relationships with other people if you're resentful and you expect the worst? The answer is you can't. Hi, Julie. So, Julie, I'm doing this new thing where I'm doing my makeup with my belly painting, body painting supplies. Let me show you. It's really funny because I've had these colors. Do you remember me in high school? Please be one of those people who remember I was wearing bright all the time, bright eyeshadow and stuff. Look, I use these colors. Anyways, so I think I'm done for today. I can't define it any further without making a huge mess. I need the eyeshadow to finish up here, so I'm just gonna blend with my finger a little bit. Oh wait, no, I can actually do that with a brush. So yeah, I learned about brushes that do help blend, and I hear a baby calling me, so this darkens it a lot because it's got a little bit left over from before. But at least it will blend a little, and it'll be done once I put mascara on and a little bit of lip. But that's my look for today. Let me see if it shows better here. Yep. So like a little light hot pink and then some white to highlight and pop. And I did not do any contouring or my eyebrows, but that's for another day. Aha! Exactly! I was a rainbow at my school. Totally. I remember one time I wore bright yellow eyeshadow. I remember that. And a girl looked at me and said, "What happened to you?" And I said, "Well, there's yellow on my palette, so I used it." She thought, yeah, that's weird. I got called weird a lot. But this is who I am. I love color and I'm bold. I'm not afraid of being bold. And so I'm working for myself in 2021, and I hope to inspire you to do the same, is to let go of the things that no longer serve you. You see, this was my affirmation for today, and I did not know that I was going to talk about this specifically. I didn't plan it. It was awesome how it went, it flowed. But so the affirmation for today, I shared with you, I encourage you to think about it, is I release what no longer serves me, what no longer serves my world, and what no longer serves love. Listen, babes, you need to love yourself. Whatever you are, thank you. It was quick. Whatever you are on the inside, whoever you are, like the core of you, what matters to you matters. It's important to love it. It's important to love it. As long as you're not hurting anyone and you are coming into the world shining beautifully, brightly, go for it. So I want to encourage you to do that. And that was my video for today. See you tomorrow for Itchallenge 21-day challenge day 3. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, so you need to tune in to find out. Bye.